Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and with another month that goes past, it is, of course, a wonderful opportunity, always a wonderful opportunity to shine light on the Dubois County Museum. And as always, we have Miss Kathy Bachman to talk about the Dubois County Museum once again. So welcome back.
Well, thank you, Kaitlyn. It's it does seem pretty amazing that our month has rolled around.
Yes, new year, and I mean we're at the end of January now, but as you had just stated before we started, you know, we're getting back into the swing of things, going a little slow, but then things are going to pick up just like normal, right? Things
are going to pick up. Actually, we looked at a calendar for 2024, and we thought, wow, this is pretty sparse. Now, 3 things have been added this month to our calendar for things that are coming up. First of all, we want to start out by saying just what is the Dubois County Museum. And I have some information that I have prepared here. And we began in 1999. Yes, it is our 25th year this year. We soon outgrew our first location, which was the Grammsbacher Goodswaller building. And we now are at 2704 North Newton, which is along US 231 North. And we are in the spacious home of the Farmer Wood Factory. The museum calls itself one of the largest county museums in the state. We have 50,000 square feet of display space, and now we're inching up to 63,000 pieces of collection.
Wow.
Which we don't put out on display all the time. There's about 10,000 pieces on display. We have a bunch of exhibits that are staying there. They are permanent. The archaeology, the German heritage, the schools, religion, Memorial Hospital, woodworking, wood manufacturing, sports, antique, archaeological, agricultural machinery. You know, sometimes those words just snap out at you. And model trains. And we salute the military with a special display. And you can step into a complete German log house that was moved and reassembled inside the museum. You can view the Wildlife Adventure exhibit room that displays local taxidermy animals. You can see pictures of area wildlife enthusiasts, and many of the animals are taken from North America and Africa from the collection of Frank Fromey. There's a lot of reading, but it just seems like a lot of people come in and they say, well, I didn't know you had that. Or, where is that? So we do have maps. You can come in and we will give you maps. You can stroll Main Street, Dubois County. And what was interesting about that 17-room Main Street is that when Tom Kellums brought it to the attention of local organizations, he was asking, do you have anything that maybe could fit into a barbershop, a general store? Stewart Hotel said, we have a lot from Stewart Hotel. So one whole corner is on Stewart Hotel. One corner is on a lot of the local funeral homes, and actually, Ireland had several funeral homes that started there. One moved to Evansville and is still going strong. And a bar and a saloon and doctor's office. So we have a lot in Main Street. Of course, we came with interactive children's area. And and we're going to bring that up a little bit later due to one person's interest. And we have 15 beautiful hand-painted murals and a new Business Hall of Fame, a junior achievement area. We have Athena room, and it's just cram-packed. A lot of people say, how do you get all this in there? One thing that's happening this year with our 25th anniversary is 2 board members are stepping down. And so the first one is Marianne Hayes that I like to talk about. Marianne is married to Don Hayes, and she has been with the museum since its start. Wow. So she is a charter member. She, of course, was a Jasper High School history teacher and a lot of people know Mrs. Hayes as Mrs. Hayes. And she came on board and was a vice president for a number of years, and she has always chaired the collections area. So she has seen it grow, and through her work, we have a lot of accountability in there. So we know what is in our collection due to Mrs. Hayes. So she is 25 years on the board. The second one is Cheryl Sermesine, which is also a retired teacher. Mrs. Hayes was a teacher. Cheryl Sermesine was a teacher at Arland Elementary. She's married to Mike Sermesine, and a lot of times she pulls Mike in against his will at times, but no, Mike, that's okay. And she has been instrumental in setting up exhibits. And even though she's stepping down from the board, she will still work on our exhibits. And she has a big exhibit coming up in March, which is going to be about the beauty shops and barbers. I think it's called Beauty and Barber Shops. I think the last time I did something, I said shop twice. And we're anxious to see all those beauty shop things. I'm not too keen on the barber shops, but I'm sure there's a lot of things that have changed with the barber shops. So Cheryl was also very, very instrumental with the children's area, the Little Pioneers. And I can remember the early days of the museum. I came on in 2004, and that whole room where Main Street is and the children's area was just storage for the factory. And she was able to move those things out and get so much volunteer help to set that up. So we're very thankful for Cheryl, and we're very thankful for Mary Ann, and look forward to having them come back and help us at different times. Another thing that is happens this time of year is we always look at past year in review. So I have the stats.
Oh boy! So exclusive analytics here from Kathy. I'm ready.
Right. That's right. It's our analytics. In 2023, we were able to document 9,752 visitors. And so when you come in, you sign in, and we have a lot of people that sometimes don't sign in. So even though we try to get them in there, so we know we probably reached our 10,000 goal. I just would like to see it written down on paper. We had visitors from other states. We had 7% of that 9,752 were from out of the state and out of the country at times. About 12% were from out of county, and we have a walkers group that comes in and walks the museum, and anybody can come in. If you're a member, you're free. If you're not, you pay $1. We just came up with $1 amount, and it's about 1/6 of a mile if you do the whole perimeter. So it's concrete going into carpeting. So we invite you to come in when we're open on Tuesdays through Sunday and walk. We had a very high month in April due to our fourth grade that we invite, our fourth grade Heritage Days. We invite the fourth graders to come in, and we have Abraham Lincoln speaking, and Vic Hearn with his rocks, and the murals are presented. Last year we actually had the artist, Kim Schrader, on hand. And we have the Quilters Guild that comes in Patoka Valley. I always have to think a minute. Patoka Valley? I think it's Patoka Valley. And we appreciate all their help. Another big month was June when we had the Dairy Day. And I don't know if we're going to repeat the Dairy Day every year, so we'll see. December had a number of tours, and we always enjoy the the bus tours that come in, because people look at our exhibits and they say, hey, I worked with that. So it's always nice to hear their stories and how they use different things, and they are impressed with our size and our exhibits. We've had a large group come in this year to vote for the Christmas trees.
Yes.
We are kicking around an idea to have another little contest sometime this spring. So we are actually seeing what, brainstorming, see what we come up with. We still continue chess on Mondays, so come on out for chess. We have the Coin Club that meets on the first Thursday of the month. And don't forget, story time is on the second Saturday of the month. And like I said, the walkers have been coming in to walk, and we appreciate them coming in. And so many have purchased memberships. So it's been a nice group that comes in. And it's nice to have people in the museum all the time just to troubleshoot for us. It's something like when it rains too hard or something, that they're able to be there. We appreciate it. Things coming up now in February. Well, first of all, don't forget, we still have the Christmas traditions and the military Christmas from World War I, and that will continue to the end of February. We are sad to say that Bob DeMuth, our 1918 Liberty truck owner, has died, and we are saddened to learn of this in early, I believe, January. So we appreciate his work with that truck. Story time is going to be February 10th. Lincoln Days with Arlen, second grade, would be February 12th. And we're going to be at the Home Expo. I think probably you guys are going to be there.
Yes, an annual Jasper Chamber event. Of course, will you guys be doing the questionnaires there, the trivia?
We might pull out our trivia. We might. Last year we did a bounce a pencil into a cup, a little game of chance. So and we are getting some new marketing items, so we can't wait to see them when they come. And then a little further away, Otwell Millers will have a school tour coming in February. So we have a few things coming up, but all the things I read off that's at the museum, that's available all the time. So come in and enjoy the museum, and we still do get people coming in with collections, so bring them in. Yeah, we will let you know if we have a need for that. There are some that we do have duplicates, and so we have to say, I'm sorry, but we already have that. But ask us. With Mary Ann stepping down, two people have stepped up to not take her place, but work in collections, and that would be Jeff Schmidt and Elaine Hof. So we look forward to kind of a change in that area to see the continuation of that collections. So
2023, very successful for the museum, and kind of learning some things, adapting as you went along. We're in 2024 now, and crazily enough. And so the museum's gearing up, of course, for building that schedule up again, but doing some changes, having some change of personnel, and there's really, it's growing pains, as I painstakingly say a lot of the time. Just working on those things, constantly trying to, better the museum in its entirety, and advancing a little bit in square footage, or advancing a little bit more in donations, or people who come visit. That's a big deal for some place like the museum.
And change isn't always bad. Change can be a good thing. So we look forward to 2024. We know we're going to celebrate our 25th. We're kicking around August to have a cake and ice cream day. So we just we have a lot that we we probably need to sit down more and work on our schedule, but we're kind of taking off a little bit in January because the end of 23 was pretty busy for us, but
Yes.
you can't always take off. You got to keep doing it.
25 whole years of the museum.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That is. I remember when they opened at the Jets Corporation building in 2004, and our exhibits only went so far. And it was like, wow, I can't believe that's all we have. And then all of a sudden, we start filling it up. And we actually had the military room in one section. We moved it over and put in sports. We actually added all that with wildlife. So, yeah, come on out.
The never ending. You just keep looking, and there's something new for you to see in the museum, which is, I think, the way everyone intended it to be.
I think so.
Well, Kathy, you went through a lot today, but it was a lot of great information about the museum. So hopefully anyone who's watching is encouraged to either seek you guys out online, maybe give you a phone call if they're not for sure on when they want to come in, but inevitably always stop in, see the lovely volunteers and the employees there, and just experience it. That's the best way to put something like the Dubois County Museum.
Yeah.
But we definitely appreciate your time today, and we look forward to your 25th year at the museum here.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Well, thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS in.form, and make sure to visit the Dubois County Museum this year because 25 years is a big deal, and they would love to see your beautiful faces and whoever else you may bring in the museum this year. And we are local people watching local people.